Hello everyone, for the first time in a while, a as I think about it, it's been quite a while, in fact, since I did my last recording. As some of you know, I believe I've mentioned it before, I was feeling pretty sick, and then got over my sickness a little bit, and then turned around and holiday seasons popped up, and just didn't have time to get any recording or uploading done like I had planned to. I've actually still got a video that I need to get around to editing and uploading, which I just simply haven't had the time to sit down and do. I might not even still have it. I'm pretty sure that my phone somehow corrupted the video file. But today I am here playing a new game, and I actually made a post about it on my Facebook page and Twitter. It's called Machine Knight. And this is like well, I'm not too sure how to describe it. It's like an old school style RPG. It was one of my very first phone games, actually. I got it whenever I got my first cell phone, like, I don't know, it was like 5, 6 years ago. I'm not even too sure how long it's been, honestly. But, like, it was one of my favorite RPGs I'd ever played, and, like, was one of the big games that got me into RPGs in the first place. And so I figured, why not share it with you guys today? Because, I mean, it is just a phone game and it's free to play and everything like that, so it's kind of cheap. But at the same time, it was really fun and I really enjoyed it, so I figured might as well come back to it and share it with you guys. Now, I believe we can just go ahead and start a new game right here. Select difficulty. Let's go advanced. Let's have fun. It is through discovery that people recover from failure. Because they know discovery, they can accept the setback of disgrace. These are the words of a philosopher of old. Pursuing glory and honor, people set out on horseback, beneath spreading sailcloth, even on foot, conquered sea and crossed continents. Instinct drove them on, won them new territories. And one day, as a summer sun sinks at least beneath the horizon, a vast twilight fell like a shroud over the people. They woke to the realization that nowhere in the world was there a single corner left to be discovered and claimed. They fought to reignite the fires of faded glory as a long and icy season seized at their hearts. With their own hands, they crafted a new and glorious kind of life. This new glory was unleashed by a new kind of knowing which they named science. Through the old cycle of failure and discovery came growth and development undreamt of. But as time passed, their bloated minds grew dulled to the intoxication of discovery, and when their satiation had come to tower like a mountain peak, a landslide crashed down with a great roar, and darkness fell over their hearts. Now, the thing that makes this interesting, it's kind of a melding of, like, like old school, like medieval knight type stuff, but there's robots and science. This guy, off the bat, I saw him, just his snake eyes. I was like, there's no way this guy can be good news. And to top it off, I have played one of the Mega Man games, but he kind of looks like Wily from the Mega Man games. So, I mean, those two things combined, this guy kind of gave me the heebie-jeebies. I'm gonna see, hopefully it's not too loud, just turn the volume down. Are you ready, Frayne? Yes, and that's my guy, who, for some reason, just has a sword. He's a scientist, but he has a sword and shoulder pads and stuff. I've waited for this day. I can hardly believe it's here. Yes. Science brings people happiness. It was your passion that has allowed us to see this day. I'm glad I could work with you, Doctor. We've discovered something that no one else could have. And there's just a lot of this. I really, I want to talk so much about this game, but at the same time, I don't want to spoil any of it, and I've got so much I could say, as I really did enjoy this game. Honestly, I think the best way to describe it is to look at like the old Final Fantasy games. It's a lot like the older Final Fantasy games, like specifically around like Final Fantasy 4 and 5, kind of like that. Your passion to save the world made it happen. Right now, the world is in crisis. Yes. I'm realizing that their dialogue wasn't entirely well thought out. But at the same time, as scientists, the guilt is on our hands. The night was broken by a blinding flash, and scientists recognized their sin. Is that a reference to... That sounds suspiciously like a Hiroshima and Nagasaki reference, now that I'm going through this again. I never expected I'd be forced to accept the truth of this statement. It's not only your responsibility, Doctor. To develop the monoatom charged accelerator, various technologies were brought together from around the world. All scientists are responsible. I am too, because I supplied the technology to promote development. And in the end, it failed. We produced something incomplete. The question is how we'll proceed from here. Avoiding failure is important, but our mission is to be responsible by recovering from the loss. I wonder how a scientist can expiate his guilt. We dropped a satellite which was in stable orbit and created a black sun. Oh, okay, that's what they were talking about. It's not a Nagasaki Hiroshima reference. They basically killed the sun, if I remember correctly. It caused an energy shortage and food crisis throughout the world. And the monoatom charged accelerator went out of control, and the Earth is approaching the sun because of the gravity which is generated by the accelerator. Who will forgive our sin? The sin will never disappear, and our regrets will last for the rest of our lives. But you're trying to expiate the guilt. That thought should make the world better. Otherwise, it's too sad to contemplate, isn't it? Making the world better. If we can successfully reach the place through the gate. And that's what this thing... Oh, whoops, I accidentally skipped that. That's the thing that Frayne is standing on. That's the gate. Let's begin now. For the world. For our sin. Frayne! If I remember right, you are secretly an evil bitch. Frayne, this isn't what you promised me. I'm sorry, but it's for your sake too. Creating a chance to change the world. That's our role, right? It doesn't have to be you going there. Also, using the gate requires split-second timing, and it isn't stable. I know that, but the most important thing isn't worrying about failure, but recovering from past failure, right? If something happens to me, it will be useful to someone else. That's the reason I decided to become a scientist. Well, are you ready? Yes, please begin. Promise me? Come back, please? I will. If I can. Thank you, Prime Photos. I don't know why it keeps doing that. I gotta look into that. Doctor, is Frayne alright? I have no idea. Dun dun dun! He's traveled somewhere no one has ever been using methods which no one has ever tried. He's traveled somewhere no one has ever been using methods which no one has ever tried before. That is a really awkward sentence. he promised to come back, so... Huh? This place is... It's here! That's very perceptive of you, Frayne. I was gonna say very perspective of you. How do I... Is someone there? I don't remember it being that weird. Who are you? Don't worry, there's nothing suspicious about me. Really? Staring. Well, I'm traveling and... Travel? Why go to such trouble to get to the middle of nowhere? I came from across the sea. I don't know why I just suddenly lost all my video speed. Oh, I see. No wonder your clothes are so strange. I've never met anyone from across the sea, so that's what they wear then over the sea. Well, can you... Oh, I can just tap and it'll... Well, can you tell me if there are any great cities near here, if possible, a capital where a ruler lives? Well now, there's Dang Dong Castle to the north. The Dang Dong family has ruled there since long before I was born. Dang Dong Castle. A castle. But recently people say the king hasn't appeared before his subjects. I wonder if he has fallen ill. A castle and a king. Thank you very much. You've been extremely helpful. You're too grateful. All I offered were directions, but you certainly have fine manners, though your clothing is strange. By the way, this village is called Cole. Nothing much goes on here, but a relaxed pace is best in life. Just walk away slowly. A human being, a proper human being, and we understood each other's words. Is this world really a different one from my own? As a messenger. Now I gotta remember how to move around and stuff. What's this? This doesn't really do anything yet. Okay, I just tapped. That's what I thought. You are the guy I talked to before. Well, here's a new face. If you get hungry, drop by our restaurant. Oh, I know, I just think that's the standard. Oh, I can turn on... Okay. What's this button do? That does nothing. I think I'll just stick to the tapping. Such lovely weather. I wish every day was so nice. Let's go over to here and talk to you. Can't remember if you really want to bother exploring too much, but it's an RPG, so I'll look around anyway. If you head due north, you'll reach Dang Dong. Not much danger of getting lost, but beware of the ponchos. I wasn't sure what to think of ponchos at first. I still am not too sure what to think of the ponchos. They're just weird. They don't sound like something you should feel threatened by, but... Ponchos. The colors of the sunrise are so beautiful here. The holy peak Aldo, bathed in red. Can I go into here? I can. Good day. Are you an acquaintance of Grandfather? Huh? You a bishop? Come to fetch me? Oh, you're not? Ooh, I can search that. Or can I? Annals of the World number 2. During the reign of the 4th king of Dandong, Lekham was granted its independence. At that time, a man named Hyolk, married to the king's younger sister and adopted into the royal family, took the name Lekham, becoming the first pioneer. Naturally, the king of Dandong demanded a price for this privilege. Dandong required a tribute of grain. Young women were sent to Dandong for schooling, and so on. In this way, the demands of Dandong on Lekam were anything but trivial. Okay, let me just try. You found 103G. Nice. Let's go over to this side now. I talk to you. I'm leaving this village behind soon. Want to know where I'm going? To the big city, of course. Dandong. Annals of the World number 1. The present king of Dandong is the 15th of his line. According to half-remembered legends, even in the days before the founding of the throne, the power of Dandong clan was known in lands both far and near. Oh, I can walk through the bed. That's neat. Let's move on to the next place. Can't remember if you can even go into these houses down here. Well, I guess you can. That's the inn. Let's just go around and loot and pillage people's houses first. Ooh, chest. Glowing Adventure Tale was in the treasure box. You received Glowing Adventure Tale. What? Wait. Oh, okay, I can just mess with that later then. Let's see. How do I get into my... Whoa. Items and stuff. I don't know, maybe I can't access it yet. Whoa. Account of the adventures of Mamikan number 1. I am the heroic adventurer Mamikan. For the sake of adventurers yet unborn, I've determined to write this letter of challenge. Taking my own age into consideration, this may be the last adventure I am able to undertake. At a certain location, I have buried the ultimate treasure. For some people, it would hold great value. For others, it would be no more than a stone. However, as fellow adventurers, I would ask you to remember the true spirit of challenge. Why, after all, do we seek out adventure? It is because, see there is an eerie cavern. That night, I smile on the clear surface of the channel's water, and I ask, what are your true feelings? The desire for you to find the treasure and the unwillingness to surrender it to you, both these feelings swirl in my breast. If it should be you who finds my treasure, I ask that you cherish it, because it is my most precious possession. Okay. I don't know if you can ever actually... I don't recall if I ever actually found this alleged treasure. Yeah, I'm not going to bother talking to any more people. I'm pretty sure all they do is just... This is just tutorial stuff, basically. The inn... I want to say there's some kind of achievement for sleeping at all of the inns, actually, but... Let's talk to you. Man, oh man, I had no idea Cole was such a tiny village. The cardinal rule of business is to find a place without competitors, but it would be nice if there were customers. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's an achievement to sleep in all of the villages and stuff, but... I am going to... I'm pretty sure we've got to go to the church, if I'm not mistaken. And that's this building right here. And I talk to you, correct? Are you all pilgrims, and so young? The grace of the spirit gods go with you. What are the spirit gods? Well, excuse me, what are the spirit gods? Such a strange question. You aren't by any chance one of these pagans in such a vogue these days? Well, yes, but I thought it would be good to broaden my outlook on life. That's the proper spirit. Young people these days don't give enough thought to the spirit gods. Oh, listen to me, I'm a little touchy about these things. So, we were discussing the spirit gods, yes? Are they objects of worship? Rather than that, it's simpler to say that they created the world. Fire god Igrim, water god Hiono, earth god Dreadeth, wind god Penot. That actually becomes important later. As you can probably assume by the colored text in any RPG, if there's colored text, it's important. These four gods crafted life, and the light god Orai and the darkness god Velvis fashioned the world. So you mean the world is balanced among these gods, right? Balance? Sorry, I don't understand the words you young people use nowadays. Well, I'm grateful. I've learned something new. I meet so few young people like you these days. It may just be a sign of the times. People are so independent in their beliefs now. I see. I shouldn't speak in Western terms. Time to go north, I suppose. Oh yeah, this is where we get our first party member. We go up here and we almost get eaten by ponchos. So much nature. It's so different from my world. Here come the ponchos. I should bring some plants back with me. They don't look poisonous. Except for that one. That's a poncho. Poncho, poncho! I've never seen this creature, and it looks squishy. It looks like a fucking mushroom. And you're being surrounded by them. Poncho, poncho! Here come other ones again. They're all squishy. Poncho, poncho! They're squishy, but are they angry? Poncho! Wow. Wait. Here's our first party member. Young man, what are you doing? Do you want to run or fight? Decide now. More ponchos that came out of the village. Poncho! Tut, we've been surrounded. Young man, use this. A sword? A real one? They're coming for us. I believe that fighting is as simple as hitting fight, attack, and then select your poncho. Yeah, there's not much to it. It's just as simple as fight, attack, kill, you win. Tanned leather from mushrooms. Okay. Well, you didn't do too badly. I didn't expect much from you. I thought I was going to die by mushrooms. Haven't you seen ponchos before? I've come here for the first time. Those squishy things don't exist in my world. I see you're a traveler. That explains your bizarre outfit. So tell me, where are you going? Are you safe traveling alone? Thanks. I think I'll be alright. I can take care of those squishy things by myself somehow. You saved me, thanks. And you are? I'm Owlin. Owlin. Something like that. I never could decide on how to pronounce her name. If you're going to Dandong Castle, can you wait a short while? I always thought she looked like a ninja. I have something to do, but I'll finish it quickly and come back. I appreciate your kindness, but my circumstances... Well, I need to get to that Dandong Castle as soon as possible. I see. Well, even if you head to Dandong now, I may catch up with you. If so, I could use your help again. Hehe, that's an honest attitude. I like it. What's your name? Frayne. My name is Nighthalt Frayne. I forgot he had such a ridiculous first name. What? What? Why do you have two names, or is that one long name? No, I mean, it's like a nickname. You can call me Frayne. Frayne, is it? I see. If we meet again in Dandong, you should say hello to me first. It's good manners with a lady, okay? I will. Thanks, Alin. I'm a savior to people in trouble. Look forward to meeting me again. Their naming customs seem to be different. But I wonder if all the women here are like that. What's this? Watch the mysterious moving picture video ad and get 30% increase in EXP. That's new. I don't remember that being a thing. I'll pass. And for now, I think I am also going to end the video. I know that was mostly all just dialogue and nothing too fun and meaty, but, well, only have so much time in a day to get so much recording done, and I don't want to keep you guys around for too long either, so hopefully I will be seeing you guys again sometime soon now that the holidays are over, and I'm feeling at least a little bit better. I've still got a bit of a cough, but it's mostly just from my lungs being so strained from all the coughing I was doing before the holidays started up. So hopefully I'll be seeing you guys again. Hopefully I'll be able to start getting back into my regular uploads, because ironically, it was after I came up with a schedule that it became really hard to follow it. So I'll see you guys again soon, and until then.